Hello, everyone, and welcome to another session of the Mastermind Book Club. In this session, we shall attempt to provide powerful information in reference to the book that we just currently listened to or read. The name of the book, Control Your Mouth, Mind, and Money. The author is by Book Sounds. I'd like to call our first mastermind to give his summary, and that is Chaz Culmer.
Hello, everyone. In the book, How to Control Your Mind, Your Money, and Your Mind, Your Money, Your Mind, Your Money, I forgot the other one, but I'm going
Mouth.
to talk about the latter
Mouth.
one, which is a mouth. Duh. I'm going to talk about the latter one, which is money. It's a great book. It talks about how to budget. It talks about the awareness of money. You have to be aware of what money is. Talks about savings, and these are all great in the time that we live in. Even having an emergency fund is something key that every individual needs to put into practice. I often tell people, dig a hole, and every time you get paid, a literal hole, and put $10, $20 in it, and make sure you can't get it out easy without major construction or something. But money is very uh, easy to spend. It's easy to go because it's currency, but it's very hard to make. And you need to plan and use money wisely. David?
Thank you. Thank you, Chaz. I'm glad you covered money. Now I'd like to call on our next mastermind, and that's Martha Johnson.
Um, Hello, everyone. This terrific book offered practical techniques to personal growth and financial mastery, and encourage a positive change in your life, and also helping you to control over the key and adjust your personal development. One of the things that comes my mind is the power of the word. It's like a plant seeds in the ground and helping you to realize whatever you want and for you and your family. And I give you the getaway for my next speaker, my CEO, David Diaz.
Thank you. Thank you, Martha. That was very good. Very good what you just said there. The name of the book, Control Your Mouth, Mind, and Money. The reality is we could all probably use some assistance with this. And although we all want to get it right, we all want to say the right things, we all want to think the right things, we all want to have the right amount of money, it all takes time. Just as each of the mastermind here said, you know, you got to get started. You can build small, you can build big, but be consistent. And if you get off the tangent, if you go on a tangent, get right back as soon as you're aware of it. Awareness is one, action is two, consistency is three. And that's what this book offers. Now, I want to go in further into this book, and I want to ask Chaz and Martha here some questions in reference to this book. Number one, which of the three appeals to you the most and why? There's no order, so whoever wants to go first. Martha, if you want to go first, you're welcome to.
Is to, for me, is to talk with purpose and clarity. And because I believe in you talk with purpose, you can transfer your ideas or whatever you think into another people in the same situation. And another thing is you have to be a, you have to be have the consistency is important. Silence, they say, is very powerful. And listening to people is another thing they're talking about. And they're talking about the words, the art is reflection of who you are. And I believe 100% in that. And then the money reflects all the choice you make in life. And that's what I get for this incredible book.
Great. Thank you, Martha. Charles, which one of the three stuck to you the most and why? Money?
I'm gonna go with your mind, David. The reason I'm gonna go with your mind because your mind is your control center. You know, whatever as a person thinks, so is he. Your thoughts guide all the things that you do. Uh, your thoughts trigger your actions. Your thoughts trigger your habits. Money is just a byproduct. And then your mouth is even controlled by your thoughts. Because in my favorite book, it says, out of the heart, the mouth speaks. So just even thinking about what you're getting ready to say is controlled by your mind. Your mind is very key. And even your mindset, it talks about mindset, like emotions. Oh, is this was good. They said emotions are they're not uh they're interchangeable. They're not what's the word? Uh they're not factual. Your mo they're not tangible. So your emotions can be changed, just by your mindset. Like we before this we got into a mindset of gratitude where we said some good words to the creator before we even started to give us a pleasant or a mindfulness of what we're doing. So it's all about your mind. It's all about your thoughts. You control your thoughts, you can control your actions, and you can create good habits.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you. Uh, Martha, what do you
Yes,
think about impatience? How does this book?
in,
Yes.
impatient. You have to control yourself. That's what they say. They say we have to mind self-control, and whatever you do in life, it's important to have boundaries, self-control, and determination. Be respectful with another people, and everybody speak. They have value to say. They have values. So we have to listen sometimes what the people say.
Thank you, Martha.
Um,
Thank you. Impatience. What, Charles, you want to add anything for that?
Sure, sure. And patience is something that can be controlled by routine. They talk about doing something routinely to be able to uh, stay on point, stay on goal. And patience is something that we have when we want something more than what we thought about it. So a lot of us are eager to do something, but we don't just go forth and plan it. So sometimes it says that most people don't fail to plan. They don't fail. They don't plan to fail. They fail to plan. So it's just like jumping in the water. If you jump in the water and know you can't swim because you say, "Oh, the water is cool and it's refreshing. It's the hot summer, about 95 degrees." You say, "I'm gonna just jump in the water," but you don't know how to swim. You were really impatient, and your impatience can get you in trouble. And that's just like the book was talking about with buying things that you don't need. I even thought of like buying a boat. Like, what would I do with a boat? I could get a boat. I could put the down payment on it and probably keep it for a while, but it would take everything I have to keep, a luxury boat, the upkeep and everything. And the other thing I'm thinking about, I'm 2.5 hours from the water. So what would a boat benefit me? So being impatient will get you in a lot of trouble. Change your mindset, change your thoughts, change your actions.
Thank you, Charles. Now, in reference to impatience, the word stood out to me because you can be impatient in reference to when you want to snap back at someone or say the wrong things to someone. You can be impatient when it comes to purchasing a product and you want it now instead of waiting a month to see if it's really that necessary. right? 3 is sometimes we'd like to get instant satisfaction, not just from money, not just from, acquiring a job, but taking time to be patient and think about what we want, realize in our brains what we want, is not second nature necessarily, because we have not been taught. It's not that it's not a need to be patient, but it's something that's very few families do teach their kids to be patient. One of the virtues, one of the possibly the keys to success is being patient, being consistent, responsible consumerism. Just as similar to impatient. That's why I think that this book refers to some words that refer to all 3 of these. And responsible consumerism can be money, obviously, it refers to money, but it also about consumerism in reference to your mouth. At times I've said the wrong things in this group to our fellow members, and at times I've noticed, and at times it's just nature. Well, being responsible means saying the right things regularly, and consistency makes it better. And that's why I like this book. The last thing that I'd like to talk to you about is there were apps offered in reference to teaching people how to save money. Did you catch any of these? If you didn't, it's fine. I caught.
Yeah, just say the money is reflection of your choice. The
No.
choice you made.
Applications.
Oh, are you talking about the savings? Were you?
Money management?
No. So there's the app. There are the apps available on Android or Apple. One of them is called the Mint app, MINT, Mint app. I checked it out. It's by Intuit. It's just making a budget and attempting to keep with it so that you keep doing exactly what Chaz said, putting $10 away or $100 away. 10% is really what you should be putting away, not $10, unless you're making $100 a week or a day. You're putting $10 a day, but it's the consistency. It's the taking the time to do it, and not just doing it today and tomorrow you forget about it. But it's the same thing as Chaz said, maybe you want this large purchase, this big item like a boat, but when you have the money, all of a sudden, wait a minute, if I spend it, then I'm going to be left with no money. The reality is you have to set plans, and remember, plans can be flexible, but saving is not flexible. It's a must for future use, for emergency purposes. And everybody has a different way of spending. Now, what this book offered, do you know what it offered in reference to building your future? It offered each and every one of us saying, if you are invested for your future, if you have land, if you have a way to make income, if you have a way to offset illness from an emergency, then you're ahead of the game. You don't have to be rich, but you're ahead of the game. So most people in this world don't have $1,500 to their names saved up. So guess what? Maybe you can get to 3,000 if you're at the low end. I'm just saying, I could be wrong. Mindful spending. Mindful spending refers to your mouth, refers to your mind, refers to your money. Okay? Think about what you want. Think about what you want to do, and think about where you want to be in the next 5-10 years. Martha and Chaz, this is the last question. If there were 1 or 2 words that you could refer to this book, or 3, what is your final statement to people? Is it worthwhile a book to practice? Is it not? Are there any words that stick out from this book or not? What is your final say? Whoever wants to go first, you're welcome.
I say this book have a lot of goals. They teach you about boundaries, purpose, consistency. Silence is very powerful. Another thing, they say listening and be respectful with other people. I'm sorry. Enjoy. And another thing, they say to be able to control your mindset. And another thing they say, you have to spend in your future. It's
Beautiful.
important to spend in the future.
Beautiful. You do. You have to. Your future is very important. Thank you, Martha. Chaz.
Yeah, I'm gonna just piggyback over what Martha said in the book. Control your mind, your mouth, and your money. Your mind is definitely your uh, first priority, because as a man thinketh, so is he. As I said before, your thoughts is your control center. It controls what comes out of your mouth, and you have to remember that words are things. Words can become things. Words are a uh, a way of communication. Like you said, you have to. David said you could hurt people with your words, and we have to be careful of our words. So if we're careful of our thoughts and we're careful of our words, a byproduct would be being able to control our money. We will be able to attract money. Money is currency, which means it's ebb and flow. So it talked about the law of attraction in the book. It's a great book, great book. Just being able to focus in on the final points of roadmap of where to go, how to do it. That's what the book offers.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, 3 words that come to mind in reference to this book. If you're looking to achieve, if you're looking to transform, and if you're looking to have some breakthrough moment, and this is the book for you.
Yes.
This is the book for you. I like the book. Very short, powerful, but it requires listening to at least once or twice. It depends on your level. But the reality is, if you put into practice one of these things, like Chaz and Martha and I said, mind, if you start controlling your mind, then everything else will follow through. Everything else will follow through little by little. This is the Mastermind Book Club recommending another empowering book. And until next week, we'll review another book. And hopefully, we'll keep you informed in reference to these books through Facebook. Through the bottom of our YouTube feed, we have links to purchase our books, as well as other Facebook groups that we use. Thank you very much. And until next week, take care.